PPS gang, how we doing? Player Prop Savant back here. New week of our YouTube free plays. So, recap from last week. I didn't post on Saturday, but we had a Friday play of Clayton Kershaw under 7.5 strikeouts, and the Rangers decided to get 7 strikeouts in the third and fourth inning alone. Kershaw struck out 4 guys in an inning, and then 3 guys the next inning. Ended up getting 7 in those 2 innings and 9 total. So every other inning we were fine. But the Rangers do what the Rangers do, I guess. They were scrappy in the rest of the game, but damn, that was tough just to watch them get mowed down, batter after batter, and just taking fastballs down the middle, which is the biggest thing for me. Why are you taking first pitch if it's right down the middle? It just don't get me started. Rangers are gonna be bad. They're awful, but I thought with the numbers and everything there, even watching some of their games, they've been scrappy and putting the ball in play. So I stand by the pick, and now we're going into a new week. So now we're gonna start adding. A couple videos ago, I started talking about PrizePicks. They're one of the sponsors that I have, and I will be starting to add a PrizePicks play of the day on YouTube as well. PrizePicks, it's a player prop format. You even can use fantasy score, which is the one I have today. It's going to be a fantasy score, just like a player prop parlay like you're normally going to do. It's really nice if you're in a state that doesn't allow betting. This is a fun alternative to that. So usually what I say is if I do a fantasy score, it's like points, rebounds, assists, over under for our basketball guys, or if we like the over and under on strikeouts, or if you think the guy's going to get blown up, we can go over under on the fantasy score for baseball. So I will have my link posted below in the description. If you guys do go through that link, it's a 100 deposit match bonus. So if you put $100 in on your first deposit, you'll get $100 in free betting as well. So that's really nice. So you get $200 to use over there. I play daily, so I'm just going to use some of those plays that I put on for myself. I'm going to put them in here as well. And if you do go through my link in the description for your first deposit, I'll give you a free card, our full VIP card. If you just shoot that, screenshot that for me, and then shoot it to me over on Twitter or Instagram, I'll get you a full free card over there. So, first play of our PrizePicks plays of the day is going to be Jake Arrieta under 21.5 fantasy points, going up against the Mets in Citi Field. I really like this spot, because Arrieta is coming off one of those big games that I like to sell high on, and he had like 6 strikeouts, pitched really well, but only went 5 innings. If I'm going up against the Mets in Citi Field, post the last 3 games they've had, Paddock, Snell, and Musgrove were their 3 last games. So really like the spot. They're going against 3 strikeout guys. Now they get to go against Arrieta, who only has an 18% K rate on the road. And he's given up 291 batting average on the road, which is super high this year. I think the highest batting average for the MLB for a team is like 255 or 260, something like that. So I'm getting a nice hot day in New York. A Mets team that's playing extremely well, number 1 in the division. And Arrieta coming off of one of those sell high games with a 6 strikeout game. I think they can get him out before 5. They can get him out before 5. He doesn't qualify for the win, which is 6 points over there on PrizePicks. And if they get him out in 5, they won't have to worry about the quality start, which is another 4 points over there on PrizePicks. So if we can get away from those additional 10 points, I think we'll be good. We'll be able to get this cash in there and use this as one of our big plays or one of our parlay pieces over there on PrizePicks. So Jake Arrieta under 21.5 fantasy points. First PrizePicks play of the day over here on YouTube. Next, we're going to what you guys came here for, our free play of the day. A plus money play right here. We are rolling with my boy, Lynn, over 7.5 strikeouts, plus 103 right now on Bet Rivers. I'm going to be using it as a 1.5 unit play today, which is going to be a lot better with the plus money. So here we go. A lot of numbers here that I like, going against the Tampa Bay Rays and Tyler Glasnow tonight. So just to start off, I love when aces go against each other. I mean, at this point, Lynn is an ace for this team. Giolito was game 1 starter, I believe. But numbers here, 1.23 ERA on the year, a .88 whip, 72 Ks over 65 innings, just dominating right now. Lynn. Matchup, obviously is beautiful. You guys know, if you guys watch some of these other videos, that Tampa's the #1 strikeout team in the MLB, about 10.48 strikeouts, and they're in the middle of the pack at around 7.9 hits per game. So, expecting him to go pretty deep in this game. Tampa is a good team. They've been playing well, #1 in the AL East, but I do really like Lynn here, who is absolutely rolling right now. When is the last time that Tampa's faced an elite starter? I do not count Garrett Cole post this substance stuff because he has just been absolute trash. But they did face Cole prior. When he could use a substance, he had 12 strikeouts. Wheeler had the 14 strikeout game against them. Even Dane Dunning ended up with 6 against these guys. Jorge Lopez covered this with 8 Ks. Garrett Cole ended up with 7 when he got lit up when he didn't have the substance. Even David Peterson for the Mets hit this number with 9 strikeouts against these guys. These guys strike out a ton, absolute ton, and that's over the past month. So I haven't even gone in, like, the last elite starter would have been Wheeler and then Substance Cole, who both hit this pretty easily. And I would say Wheeler and Lynn are probably in that same range of being this hot right now. Sorry, I thought I was about to sneeze there. But Lance Lynn, 30.3 strikeout rate percent at home this year. And he's gone at least 6 innings in 4 of 5. So I really like that. If we can get him deep in the game, the White Sox would give him a longer leash because he is throwing at this elite of a level right now. The winds blowing in Chicago, I've seen about 10-mile-an-hour winds coming in, and he is going against the highest strikeout rate team, like I said before, at home. And he's probably the highest pitcher in baseball, not named Zach Wheeler. Kevin Guzman was my other guy, but I think he ended up losing his last start. And this is Alpha Baseball Savant. This is one of my other favorite websites to go off of when I'm digging in deep here, so bear with me a little bit more numbers here. Extremely high whiff rate this year for Lance Lynn, higher than every percentage has gone up from this year, from last year, except for the sinker, which is to be expected. 32.8% whiff rate on his 4-seam fastball, which is elite, very elite. And then a 33.3% whiff rate on his curveball, and the whiff rate is 33%, but his put away rate on the curveball is 28%. So when he gets that 2 strikes and he throws that 28% of the time, strikeout. Same thing with the fastball. He's at a 25% put away percentage with that 4-seam fastball, which again is extremely elite, especially when it's a fastball. Usually you're seeing the sliders, hard curveballs, even some guys with good changeups get the high put away percentage, but with a 4-seam fastball hitting 25% put away percentage, that's an elite number. And he has a 26% whiff rate on his changeup, which is not a new pitch, but definitely been using it more this year than he has in the past. So, a lot of numbers are backing me up there on Lance Lynn. I'm loving that spot, especially at plus money. Plus 103 over there at Bet Rivers. Little recap of our free plays and a prize pick play. Prize pick, under 21.5 fantasy points for Jake Arrieta, and over 7.5 strikeouts for Lance Lynn, plus 103 on Bet Rivers. Lock those guys in. Let's get our first prize pick winner, and let's cash this 1.5 unit play with Lance Lynn tonight. Go White Sox and go Mets, baby. Let's get it.